hello, Taurus. Hello, Taurus. This is Adrian, OB, Capricorntigress. Not sure if I'm going to go with Adrian Igo. I've been looking at my numerology, and I found that Adrian OB vibes to a whole different number frequency than I thought. Well, here's what I'm going to do, because I am running late on all of the readings. And I'm doing that, I guess, because I'm having my own issues, and I do have a Taurus moon by birth. And so I feel like some of the things that I have to discuss for Taurus actually apply probably to me, or I should look at them to see how they do apply. So let's see how you're going to be affected, Taurus, because there's a lot of changes going on in the month of April. A lot of things are happening astrologically, and it may affect Taurus. So we'll go ahead and see how that happens. Well, of course, Uranus is in Taurus, and it's still there, and it's going to be there for quite some time. And the funny thing is, I looked up what 1 degree of Taurus means in my degree book, and it does indicate that there is a degree of cruelty at 1 degree of Taurus, and there's some defensiveness there, and that with this defensiveness, it can make things a little bit difficult. So I guess the thing to work on. Hi, Kiva. I just noticed got some people here. The thing to work on is the defensiveness while it's in 1 degree. Hey, Denise. I'll be doing your reading tomorrow, by the way. Or the second, right? But yeah, defensiveness is a big thing to work on with Uranus at 1 degree. Now, of course, when it moves out of 1 degree, we're going to be concentrating on something else. But this 1 degree is affecting everybody, not just Taurus. Now, I do have something good to say to you guys, Taurus, because we are in the year of the pig. And one thing that I didn't realize until I looked it up is that Taurus pigs are considered like the most debonair of all the signs. And hey, you guys. And so, this I think is going to be overall a good year for Taurus, because it's almost like you got the coloring of the pig, and that's very positive for Taurus. It's going to be good for money. And speaking of money, Mars is in Gemini, and Gemini is in your second house of money. And so you might be thinking of money or working on different ways to earn money over the month of April. I could see that happening. And with the North Node being in the 3rd house of communications, you could be using your communication skills to earn that extra money as well, because Gemini is the natural ruler of the 3rd house. It's all about communication. And Mercury is going to be doing some movement in the month of April too. Mercury starts out in Pisces in your 11th house of hopes and dreams and wishes. What this tells me is until Mercury shifts on the 17th of April, do everything you can to pursue your hopes and your dreams and your wishes, your friendships, your acquaintances, make that a priority, because Venus is also in Pisces, and then on the 20th, it's also going to move into Aries, into that in the 12th house. So, until the 17th, when all the planets start moving into Aries, into your 12th house, take advantage of this. Like we've got Mercury in Pisces, and we've got Venus until the 20th. So take advantage of that. I really think that can help you. Now, once you get into the 12th house, then we're going to be looking more at issues where it's dealing with hidden subconscious things that are hidden away, things that are in your subconscious or deeply hidden things. And so I would take advantage of every opportunity until about the 17th or 18th, 19th or 20th, somewhere around then. It's all going to change after the 17th anyway, because on the 19th, then we've got the full moon. The full moon's going to be in Libra in the 6th house. And so that's going to make a big difference. I think with your working, your health might be affected that day. It might affect your work in a good way. Because it's Libra. And don't forget, Libra is also ruled by Venus. So it may not be necessarily a bad thing. I will say the new moon on the 5th, though, may not be that great. That happens in Aries, and it comes out, it's squaring Saturn, and it could be a very stressful time. So be aware that on the 5th, you could feel some stress. And then also, I wanted to say this. On the 10th, Jupiter is going to be going retrograde in Sagittarius. That is actually happening in the 8th house of money or other people's money. So you might find that it's slow getting money in from others as of the 10th. It does retrograde at 24 degrees, and it's going to stay there till August. So if people owe you money, I would get that money in now. Then as I mentioned, on the 19th, the moon goes full. On the 20th, the sun goes into Taurus. And then it's officially your time, Taurus. You can finally shine, and it'll be all about you, thank goodness. And that is as of the 20th. And so, once it gets into the 1st house of Taurus, that's going to feel really good for you, Taurus. Also, that same day on the 20th, Venus enters Aries. And so that is actually going to be there until May 15th as well. So there's a lot of changes going on. Man, when Venus goes into Aries, I think you're going to be lucky when it comes to dreams. Yeah. You might get like inspiration in like hidden secret ways. So that's possible. On the 24th, Pluto goes retrograde in the 9th house. And Saturn's going to go retrograde in the 9th house too on the 29th. That's all. I wouldn't say that all of the growth and learning that you've made in the area of astrology, right? Spirituality, religion, education, your philosophy, how you feel about life and the world, and what's the meaning of all of this. You're going to be thinking of all of that because Jupiter's retrograding in the 8th. Saturn's retrograding in the 9th, and Pluto's retrograding in the 9th. So all of this is about reviewing how you look at life, how you look at your money or the money that's coming in, how you look at your philosophy on life. And you might make some changes because, Uranus is in Taurus, and this is a great time to make the changes that you feel that you need to make. Just know that overall, because I think this is going to be a good year for Taurus because it's a big year. Go for that and pursue what you can. I would say before and after the 20th, because once the sun gets into Taurus, then you're definitely on your way. But up until then, remember, it's still sextile when it's in Pisces. And so up until about the 17th, you can take advantage of that. Okay. All right. Well, this is my message for you for now. I'm going to be coming back over maybe next week, maybe mid-month, but I definitely want to come back, and I'll say why real quickly. It's because of my own self. I'm having my own issues getting my, everything. And so I feel like a week from now, once the new moon is in Aries, I feel like I'll have some new information coming in. So I'll give some more information then. All right. Well, much love and much light to everyone. And if you have not already, please stop by astrologyalookinside.com. Be sure to subscribe to our blog. And you can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/astrologyalookinside. And I also am on Patreon at patreon.com/Capricorntigress. And I am doing astrology lessons. I'll have to start putting up some info on that as well. All right. Well, much love and light to all. Bye now.